What's up, circus friends? It's Tracy from the circus office. Today is Wednesday, April the 19th, and I am here to do the 7th part in our series of So You Think You Want a Pug. Today I thought I would mention ways that you can find a legit breeder or ways to try to avoid a scam. There's a lot out there. And 3 years ago, when I started looking for my first pug, I probably came in contact with about 15 scams before I ever found the first pug. It got ridiculous. Um, they all seem to have a few things in common. One of them was if you say to them, um, hey, can we set up a time and maybe do a video chat with me and you and the puppy? So that I can see how the puppy interacts and stuff with my voice and you and no, my my camera doesn't do video, or I'm at work, and I would always come back with, well, yeah, I understand, but like, can you do it maybe when you're off? We can set up a time, and they wouldn't do that. So that's a big one. Try to video chat with your breeder. If your breeder cannot or refuses to video chat, to me that's some kind of a red flag. So it doesn't mean they're a scammer. It just means just look for other things so that you'll know. The price is too good to be true. I would get so excited because I would tell my husband, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I found an AKC for $500 and we can go and we pick it up now. And it would always wind up being a scam. I don't know why scammers just don't ask the price that everybody else sells them for, because then it wouldn't look like a scam. But if the price looks too good to be true, it probably is. So be careful with that. Let's see. A good breeder can be found through word of mouth. If you know anybody that has a pug, or you see anybody like at PetSmart or something that has a pug, ask them where they got it. Chances are they're going to tell you, hey, I got it from here. Get yours here. It's wonderful. Or, hey, I got it here, but don't get yours there because I had X and Y issues, and you don't want that. Word of mouth is amazing. Ask your veterinarian. Veterinarians sometimes know of breeders, and they can help you find someone local that can breed the breed you're looking for. Also, when you find a breeder, ask them who their veterinarian is. Call their veterinarian, because a good breeder is going to have a veterinarian that you can call that will give a reference on them. Now, granted, like vaccines and dewormer, I do that here at my kennel, but I still take the dogs to the veterinarian for checkups, and that should be how it is basically for a good breeder. They may give their own vaccines and they may do their own dewormer and things like that, but they still have to have that healthy check for the puppies. And they're going to have a veterinarian that you can call and just say, hey, so-and-so is selling this puppy. Have you ever seen her puppies? Are they good puppies? Good for that. And now we can't really go to people's houses anymore because of COVID and times that have just changed. You don't really want to give somebody that's a stranger your home address and say, yeah, come on out and see the puppies and bring $800 cash with you and then you can pick one. And I mean, that just, whoa, that sounds a little scary, right? So let's see, meet in a public place. But on the flip side, even though we can't meet at people's houses anymore to see puppies with cash, we can utilize the internet and the internet services. So now people can post videos of their puppies. Here at the circus, we post pictures and videos of each puppy from the moment it's born. And every week we do updates on each puppy, so that even though you can't come and see the puppy at the circus, you can still see the puppy. And also, if you want to video chat with me and the puppy, we can do that. Or me and two puppies. I've had people that say, hey, I want a girl, but I'm not sure which one. Can we just do a session with just the girls? And so I'll put the boys to do something else, and the girls will be in the pen with me, and we will play, and you can compare the girls, or vice versa with the boys. So that's really cool to do. But just make sure that just because you can't go to their home and see the puppy, you still want to make sure that they're legit before you give them a deposit. Be careful with a deposit. I wouldn't give a deposit to a stranger unless I've at least done some of these things and verified that, that they are legit, because you don't want to lose out. I've had One of my customers that bought a puppy told me that she had someone that said, okay, she had to pay a deposit, and she did, like 300, 400 bucks, I don't know. And then they said, before you can come see it, you've got to pay a rental fee for a crate, because we're going to rent you a crate, you know, like a carrying crate, to get the dog safely home in, and we don't want you to take the dog unless it has its safety crate. And she's like, well, I have a crate. They're like, no, no, you got to rent ours, and you're going to get that money back, but when you return the crate, but you know, you have to rent ours, and obviously you're not going to see that anymore. So if it gets like money, 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 gimme, 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 that's got to be something's wrong. So red flags, be careful with that. Um, those are some great ways to find a good pug or Frenchie. And those are also some great ways to avoid being scammed. And if you can think of any other things or scams that you've seen. Oh, wait, I got to throw this one in. Lately, I've been getting calls on my puppies. And I guess it can work both ways. They could also be selling something, but they'll come to you and they'll say, okay, I'm interested in your puppy, or I see you were looking for a puppy. I'm going to send you a 6-digit code. Can you please send it back to me, because I want to make sure you're not a scammer. And don't do that. Don't send them any code. That's a scam. They're trying to get into your accounts on Google, and don't do that. So people are awful, you know, not all people. Like the majority of people are cool. And they would never do things like this. But so sad when people are the most vulnerable in life. Like maybe they've lost a dog they've had for years or something, and they're finally looking to get one, you know. And then you got these sharks out there that are going to tear them apart and try to steal from them. And it's so sad. But watch for scammers, guys. Scammers are bad. Find you a good puppy and a good breeder, and word of mouth, and check their vet, and everything's good to go. Make sure they're willing to video chat with you if you want to. Make sure they post pictures. Good grief. Miss Ada Tucker. I got Ringling from her. She is a good breeder. She is in Sydney, Ohio. And Ringling is my panda pug. And I reserved Ringling from her at about 2 weeks old. I bugged the bejesus out of this lady. I would message her all the time. Like, you know, it felt to me like every hour, but I'm sure it wasn't. I'm sure it was probably like once a week. But I'd be like, hey, what's she doing now? You know, I was just curious because I was like missing her, and I wanted to know how she was changing and how she was developing. And Miss Ada was so great at sending me pictures or video whenever I wanted, spur of the moment, you know. I would even say, hey, can I see her with her sister? And she would send me a picture with her sister, and you know that's real. So don't be afraid to ask your breeder for things like this. A good breeder is going to want to do this because they want to show off what they've helped to create, right? So that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching and letting me entertain you. Stay safe, guys. If you have any comments or anything to add to the discussion, please put it in the comments below. And we will see you at the circus. Thanks. Bye-bye.